This absolute beauty is Crimson Moon, the new fantasy action RPG roguelite developed and published by Probably Monsters. It releases 1st of September. It's just around the corner. I've been granted early access to it, which is very, very cool. An awesome privilege that I never take for granted. So I've been playing it a little bit. We are allowed, prior to release, we are allowed to show the first hour of gameplay. So although I've been playing it, I've started a fresh save over here. I've just got through the tutorial area and I beat the tutorial boss because it's like, as you have in Soulslikes, this has a tutorial stage. I'll maybe show some of the clips of that. But I beat the boss at the end of that, which is cool. That's the first time I've done that. And now we are in the actual hub area, the central hub area, where you can start a new run, you can sort out all of your gear, talk to the various NPCs and all that sort of stuff. Here we have the commander, the knight commander at the war table. He wants to give us a quest, which is essentially go save the world, which is completely corrupted and screwed with this horrible barbed red spire. Something you don't particularly want to get screwed by. He has told us to go and speak to some of the other NPCs as well, who we will be interacting with, engaging with. Look at this place. It's so gaudy and sparkly. You can smell the pedophilia in the air. Smells like child abuse. Let's take a look at the war table. Multiplayer is unlocked. So this game is multiplayer, but it's co-op with one other person. So you're either playing solo or it will scale it for 2-person co-op. And I think if you do that, you have a shared health pool. I think I've seen a tooltip that says that, which I'm not going to lie, sounds amazing. Like it sounds really annoying, but equally it sounds amazing, you know? Especially if one of you plays like more cautiously and the other one of you is like very gung-ho. So we selected our difficulty. We have started a run. We've made the preparations for a run. We've started it all off. We head over here to select our loadout. And the way this works is also pretty confusing. It's pretty convoluted, I'm not going to lie. Use the loadout to select saved armor sets and change angel forms before your first mission of a run. Okay, so all of the gear that you have to select from, your entire pool of gear is your purified gear. Yeah, we'll get more into that later. So I can only select from my purified gear. To get more purified gear, I need to come back with new stuff after a mission. I need to successfully beat a mission, return with new gear. That gear gets purified. I can then select that from my starting gear when I start a run. On mission 2, I won't be selecting a loadout. We've already done that. In co-op, players share a life pool. You can revive each other to prevent... In co-op, players share a life pool. Don't know what interacting with that does. But you start hearing this statue's voices. He's allegedly someone we shouldn't trust and a bad guy, but it's looking like he might actually be not a bad guy. He might actually be a good guy. So what's pretty cool about this, what's pretty interesting about this, when you've started a mission, right? When you run a mission, your first time, this might be open, you head this way. The second time you try it, maybe you fail or you just start a new run after getting however far. This one might be open. And those branching paths happen at several points during the stage, which is pretty cool. So even the same ward, the stage we're playing on, this first area in this first mission, it's called the ward, the first ward. This first ward, even if we're selecting the same one each time, can be like different, you know? What? Jesus! All right. That was bullshit. As you can see, even the literal starter trash mobs can beat your ass if you're not careful. Which is, you know, it's whatever. Need stamina, boys. Don't have any. Used it all up. Honest. Oh! Jesus. I have played this game a bit. And I'm not actually terrible at it. I beat the tutorial boss, which is, it's like your It's like your asylum demon. Do you know what I mean? It's like your Demon Souls asylum demon kind of thing. No, Dark Souls asylum demon. Demon Souls Vanguard demon. Yeah, boy. Oathbound elixirs. Nice. Some throwing daggers. Should probably have used those. And here we're picking up a bunch of stuff here. See that little swirly indicator on the icon? On the thing? Display? What do you call it? Tooltip icon thing? On the icon. That means we haven't purified this piece of gear yet. So, if we equip this, which we want to, it's got +2 crushing damage, why not? And the boon Pyromancer on it as well. If we equip this and take it back after this completing this mission, same with this one, Midnight Oath Helm, +2 slashing damage, pretty cool. We will purify that and we can put that in our starter loadout, yeah? Which is pretty cool. So we just want to keep picking stuff up. The gear that we're picking up, it might, like, it won't necessarily have that boon, that frenzy boon. It won't necessarily have it on that when we select it as a starter piece of gear for the loadout. It more than likely won't do. But during the run, we will pick up loads of stuff which has got these roguelite style boons on them, yeah? And you can see a collection of boons, just it's like a quick sort of like visual indication of them in the bottom right hand corner over there. These lore scrolls that we're picking up, and we're gonna return back to Merida. I think her name was Merida with. She'll probably call us something. A brute? Or a war dog? Anything but a pedo. Just do not call me a kitty fiddler. I am not of the cloth. Okay? Alright, there's a mana potion there, which I can't pick up because I have full mana potions. And full mana as well. I could go and use a little bit of it with my weapon skill. My weapon skill is my sword throw. And my shield skill is like a shield bash. Kind of gap closer. Let's do the sword throw. Boom. Grab it back. Nice. And that's got a cooldown. Is there anything over here gonna creep up on me? No. Got a cooldown of like 6 seconds before I can use it again. Archer! Okay, like sort of staggered him. Gonna do a backstab. Whilst he's out of position because he got staggered. That archer is shooting at me. Boom! Shoot at that, mate! You can't! Because you're dead. So my objective now, where I'm at currently in my progression of the first ward of the first mission, is to clear the area. That bar is progressively filling up as I kill more of these bad guys. And bad guys they are. This is one of this dude's a toughie. Yeah, he'll gap close. Oh! Real fast. How did that even hit me? Jesus! All right. You can just get burnt, mate. You can just get burnt, brother. I'm keeping my distance. You suck. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Okay. For those enemies there that, like, you deplete their HP and they go bleh, waiting to be finished off, you want to take advantage of that, because if you don't, they don't just curl over and die. They pop back up. A second wind, as it were. So you want to take advantage of that and kill them. All right. New sword. Love that. Still got the impaling throw weapon art on it. But it's just better. A morning star. I'm not that bothered about that. I'm not going to use one of my 2 reserved slots on that. No, thank you. I need to find more bad guys. Where are they at? Here? Boink, boink, boink. I've pretty much only been using my light attack so far. And you come out with a one-handed weapon and a shield. You also come out with a 2-handed weapon. Which is like, it's like your stronger, more risky choice, right? It's a bit slower, but it deals more damage. And, like, it deals more poise damage as well. So, like, it staggers enemies easier, which is nice. But generally speaking, I got caught on the sludge. on the freaking, like, people sludge on the walls. Whatever it is. These guys suck, man. That was a running heavy charged attack I just did. Sick. Charge attack. And again, one more. Boom. Okay, we completed that objective, which is to clear all of the enemies. Okay. What did I just pick up? I don't know what I just picked up. Or tried to pick up. Okay. That's a new polearm. Might as well take it. New greaves. Ooh, with 4 crushing damage. Holy. Okay. I will keep the one that I've got. A ring! When you parry, enemies within 7 meters suffer burning. Okay, that's cool. That was my first ring, which is nice. We can carry on this way. Towards the Nexus. No? Yes? No? Yes? Towards the Nexus gate? Here's the Nexus gate. Okay, so that was the way to go. I don't know what was around the other side, but maybe it was a tome. I don't know.
Seek counsel with the dead and share my wisdom.
All right, before we do the Nexus gate, I'm gonna time travel. Never mind, I'm not. It's closed behind me. That's bullshit. So your progression during the stages, during the wards, is to go through, do up the objectives, and you will come up to these like checkpoints, these Nexus gate sort of checkpoints, sort of stage markers. Hey, beyond here it gets harder. Hey, beyond here it cranks up a notch. For your reward for beating the Nexus, for beating the area up until this Nexus gate over here, you are rewarded with a boon. You can select one of these boons over here. It gives you a free like roguelike modifier for the duration of the run, remainder of the run, not just the remainder of the mission, but the remainder of the run, the rest of the run. Okay. Stand in boon sigils to acquire the boon that gives bonus effects that last through the run. Boons can also come from weapons and equipment, like on the pieces of gear that we've had that we've been looking at, leading to powerful synergistic combinations. Each boon is a critical choice in your quest to save Gildenarch, and it very much so is, for sure. Light attack hits have 50% chance to apply Sunderance, which I think just lowers their damage mitigation, their defenses, perhaps. Angelic Strength. While Angel Ascension is active, your weapon attacks gain plus 30% bonus attack power. That's actually very good. Because your Angel mode, Angel Ascension, is super clutch for like really hard encounters and bosses and stuff. That's actually, like, that's really good. Entering Angel Ascension creates a zone where players inside gain 30% resistance to all damage. Including moi, or just other players? That's cool too. That's a very cool, like, co-op one. I will take that. Still haven't leveled up. I'm still, like, on my way to the next level. Oh. Oh, I got 4 out of 4 tomes. I guess it wasn't in that, like, little section that I didn't check, and maybe there wasn't really anything there, which is cool. We should have a spear boy over here waiting for us. Sometimes there's an enemy in here, sometimes there's not. Sometimes there's loot up against here, sometimes there's not. These things do change each run, which is pretty cool. I do quite like that. Consumables? YOLO. Sugar potion. This guy begs for backstabs. Yeah? I can't remember what the name of the mob is. It's like a Death Knight or something. Look at this. Look at this idiot. What are you? Are you new? Huh? Oh! Damn. Nearly beat my ass. Yeah, he chucks his spear at you. He does a turn and burn as well. Don't think just because you got to the round the back of him that, like, you're all good. He'll do a turn and burn, baby. You know what I mean? I must have something that, like, my heavy attacks have a chance to inflict burning, but I'm not sure what it is. Where do I have that? Where is it? Be so for real with me right now. Scorching verdict on my pants. When you hit an enemy with a heavy attack, they have a 75% chance to suffer burning. Very good. Pyromancer, when you hit a target with weapon art, they suffer burning. Very good. I did notice that... Oh! I'll lose that font of light and the 2 crushing damage. I like that crushing damage, but I like that for the run. So I'm gonna... I'm gonna equip this, and I'm gonna store this one, which is one of my 2 slots for... No, I'm not. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. One of my 2 slots, brother. Yeah? I cannot change that. I can't, like, swap it, drop it, bop it, suck it. Cheeky chest. Ooh, my god. What have we got here? Phoenix Flare. Burst into flames, dealing damage, burning and damage to all enemies within 4 meters and yourself. Crusader's Might. Attack steal plus 25 physical damage. That sounds insane. The Phoenix Flare less so, but the plus 25 physical damage is mad. That's a huge amount of damage. Bearing in mind, like, our attack is like 42. Do you know what I mean? Is that really, like, as good as it looks? Okay. When you kill an enemy, you recover 15 health. Yeah, see you later, Last Light. I don't give it. You can get out of here, Last Light. I ain't interested, son. I'm taking that. Oh, my gosh. Health flask, okay. Don't mind if I do. Yoink. When you pass a Nexus point, you know, you've reached the Nexus gate, you pick your boon, you get full HP, full mana, all your health flasks back, all of your mana flasks back, yeah? So it is very much a, hey, reach this point and you've reached like a bit of respite, right? A little bit of respite. Holy Fire Aegis. When you block an enemy, I ain't reading the rest of that. Got places to be, brother. Got a run to get on with. What do you take me for? Look at this guy. Nearly missed. Oh, don't aggro the friggin' broad. That greatsword guy. Let me take out these scrubs one by one here first. Burning's pretty strong, by the way. Burning's good. Oh, lose the 4 crushing damage. How am I doing that extra 25 damage? I want to know. I don't want to lose that. Okay. You got to do what you got to do, eh? You just got to do what you got to do. Rip crushing damage. Unless I store it. That's both slots gone. Best hope I don't find something really good that I don't necessarily want to give up what I have for, but want to store, but can't. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Okay, once again, we are clearing the area. I don't really want to use Phoenix Burn and hurt myself. I might try my Shield Bash. Boink! Oh, I've got Rage. Remember that boon which inflicts burning when I use a weapon art? What just happened there? Bro's freaking out. Yo, that 75% on heavy attacks is feeling pretty low right now. Do you know what I mean? Light this mother father up. Light him up, son. Light it up, Dan. GG's. 0 hits. Let's go. What's this? No, I'm good. Yoink. Gold is your, like, meta progression currency. Yeah? The stuff you are going to be spending on with gold is going to provide, in some way, shape, or form, permanent upgrades for you. Meta progression upgrades for you. I blocked that, brother. Yeah? So I'm getting souls. I'm getting gold. I am getting experience, which is helping me level up for permanent progression, permanent upgrades, strength, power, in some way, shape, or form. Does it increase your base damage? I forget. I don't have my sword throw, but I have throwing knives. There you go, buddy. 8 experience, well earned. Who's next? Oh, oh, jeez, holy jump scare. God damn. These are quite spooky, brother. Don't want to go in with too little HP either, because there's some spooky bad guys around here. The big ones. The big ones with the maces and stuff. They will yuck you up pretty quickly if you do not take them seriously, if you don't respect them. Yeah. There's one there. Pretty sure there's another on the other side, so I've got 2 of these suckers to deal with. Can I pull them out one by one? Can if I do that. I launch a throwing knife at his breast. His or hers. What? Oh, why did you do that attack? I did not press that button. Damn, phantom button inputs. That is rough. Burn. That charged heavy attack was enough to do, enough to like do some stagger. You know, it had enough stagger to like interrupt him, which is cool. But it's just like landing it, you know? It doesn't always hit. Oh, he's gonna do a 4th. I know your attack patterns, sir. Oh, Jesus. Go for it, go for it, go for it. My light attacks do apply frost as well, so after a certain amount of build-up, I'm inflicting the frost status effect, which I think slows them down a little bit. I think that's what it does. They didn't provide too much info on it, on like the status effects and stuff. Ooh, damage. Mana's good as well, though. I do use my abilities, but let's take the extra damage one. I'm still not sure if I am doing plus 25 damage per attack or physical damage per attack. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. Oh, why did you make your way over there, sunshine? Should we try the Phoenix Flare? Was that worth it? Oh, bro's on fire, though. That's pretty cool. I don't know if he really took much damage, though. Boink! You know what, mate? Setting him on fire would have been nice. Uh-oh. Woo! Do a 4th. Lol. Boish! Why aren't you on fire? Oh. You can, like, iframe with your dodge rolls. By the way, it's not just getting out of the way. Do you know what I mean? There is iframing as well. It is a thing. He got frosted there. That's why he looks all blue and glowy and funny. Who just leveled up? Are you trying to tickle me? Yeah, I'll take that health flask. I am level 2. Making me the victor. Soulbound Might. Plus 5% physical damage per 1,000 souls held. Maximum plus 50%. That will scale really nicely as you get good and progress. Is there a chest up there? Let's go grab that chest before we move along. Sunshine. Sunny. What's that? No, I'm good. I'll keep my damage. What's this? Impaling throw. I get the impaling throw back. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to really examine my damage if I am actually dealing more. Maybe I am. Maybe it's absolutely off the chain hook, brev, and is dealing a ton of damage. I don't know what interacting, other than the talking, I don't know what interacting with this does when you light up that, like, that locket of his. Maybe he doesn't do anything. Maybe he just looks glowy and cool. I don't know. To the Nexus Gate, friends. I require a boon. I don't really need full healing or the mana replenishment, and I've got full health potions and mana potions, but I won't say no to a cheeky top-up. I will not say nay.
Reborn repeats amidst tellings of a heart.
Bro is still yapping. Shut up. I'm joking. The voice acting is pretty nice and it's pretty interesting stuff, but bro was going on. When you damage an enemy with a weapon out, they have a 75% chance to suffer burning. As in that one, but it would give me the boon, not having to rely on it being on a piece of gear. I can take that boon for the rest of the run myself. When you kill an enemy, you gain rage. Yeah, that was on there as well. Heavy attack applies 500 bleed. You know, I don't know if bosses are immune to all the status effects. I have a feeling they might be, and I don't like that. From what I have played so far, I don't know if that's intentional or what, but I have had like really good burning setups and stuff, and it just did nothing. It just did nothing on multiple bosses. So I'm hoping that was maybe perhaps not intentional, or maybe bosses are immune to oh god, certain status effects, but they're not supposed to be immune to like all of them. Can you get me the fuck out of here, please? Thank you. Jesus bloody wept. God damn. Holy. All right, let's try that again. Christ. Just performed my first magic trick of the recording. Just instantaneously changed the color of my pants to brown. 50 shades of brown as well. Not just any brown. Alright, we can take down one of the archers if we drop over there. What's going on over here? Any fun times? You there? Oh, I think I'm dealing a shit ton of damage, dude. Like for real. Oh god. I think I actually am. Like for realsies, which is really cool. Boink. Not enough to stagger bro though. Got it. Oh, I framed it. Out of stamina, brother. Not worth. And this guy doesn't get backstabbed, I don't think. But he does get dick stabbed. Round the front. What's this? Pants? The game heard that I was in need of new ones. Let's swig a cheeky health potion. Pick up that Oathbound elixir as well. I only really use those when there's one to pick up. That's only when I'm using them particularly. Your cold effects gain plus 25 power. That's cool, but I'm not getting rid of my health on kill. I'm keeping that. And another one, when you hit an enemy heavy attack, they suffer 350 frost. That's cool. I prefer that. Actually, hold on. Yes. Take that in place of that other one, the parry one, which I don't really care about. I ain't parrying nothing. Right now, parrying is super not worth because the risk versus the reward, it just ain't there, man. Parrying is good. You can, when you get the timings down, you can just use it as a tool to stand there and keep wailing on the enemies. You can. I'll be real with you. I do not have that timing down just now. Just yet. Get in there. That was supposed to be a plunge. Didn't. So was that. Don't you take me off. Don't you knock me off that stage, brother. I will shit in your cereal. Alright, what's going on here? Other than death? What's oh, this is where I dropped down. Sudden back attack. Boink, boink, boink. Now, what attacks should I be... This asshole! What attack should I be focusing on right now? Be so for real with me. What attack should I be focusing on right now? My heavy attacks inflict 350 frost. My light attacks inflict 200 frost. My heavy attacks inflict 500 bleed. And I don't have the heavy attack burning anymore. I must have swapped that out before and thought I hadn't swapped it out, and then I was wondering why none of my heavy attacks were causing burning when I'd taken it off about an hour ago. Yeah. But a little bit of bleed, a little bit of frost. He's noticed us. Bro's noticed us. And he ain't happy about it, dude. He is not happy about it, brother. Ow. That backstab. Backstep. This guy's good. I haven't applied that bleed or frost yet. This fucking asshole. Who coded this? Yeah? Why would you do that? You know how annoying that shit is. I want a word. I want a word. CM, Alex, get me a dev interview. I want the one, specifically the one that coded that. I'd like a chat. Yeah? You know what I mean? What? Oh, how did he not stagger through? Come on, brother. Damn, even after all those, like, charged heavy attack... I don't think the charge matters with how much status you're inflicting when you got that as a boon. But even after all of those, the bleed didn't proc, the frost didn't proc. Alright. Kind of bullshit, not gonna lie, but whatever. We're all friends here. Except that dev. I ain't friends with you, brother. Okay, so apparently Crusader's Might is just, like, something you want that to pop up for you. I don't know if that boon stacks. I don't know if any boons stack, honestly. But I guess you want to look out for Crusader's Might. You want that. That is a giga damage increase, for real. Ooh, Rotkin Cuirass. It's pronounced, isn't it? Rotkin Cuirass. Aftershock technique, weapon arts, attacks that create damage zones fire twice. I would lose a bunch of my physical defense. I'd lose frenzy, which I'm not really using particularly. I'd lose the max HP that the armor comes with, which for now, at like level 2, is actually that 10 HP I'm getting. It's worth a lot of my total 322 health, right? It's worth a lot of it. So I'm probably going to keep my max HP piece on. Remember, I've got no additional slots over here because they got used up. That bloody crushing damage gear that someone decided to pick up. Now, this guy does get, like, staggered when I do my charge heavies. I don't think he does... I was going to say, I don't think he does in the middle of his attacks, but... I mean, even then, maybe he does. Yeah, that's good to know, isn't it? So you can quite confidently, like, go up to him and do your... fully charged. Oh god, that was not fully charged. You can quite confidently go up to him and do your fully charged heavies. Look, we inflicted the frost and we inflicted the bleed. Bleed is like, it's not damage over time in the same way burn is. Burn is just like constant damage over time. If you yourself get burned, you can roll it off. But burn is like constant damage over time. Bleed, I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know how any of the status effects works properly, but bleeds like bursts of damage that get inflicted at certain thresholds or certain times during the duration of it. I think it procs twice. I think it does like 2 pops of damage, but I'm not sure. I'm really just not quite sure, friendos. You know? There's nowhere, currently there's nowhere in the game where I can look. It doesn't say it on the tooltips themselves with the status effects like, hey, right click for more information or anything like that. It doesn't do that currently. Maybe they intend to do that in future. I would hope so. I like that. I like my games to be standalone. Comprehensive and standalone. And what I mean by that is I like a game to allow me to have all the information I require for it in it. I don't mean they should have guides and walkthroughs of how to do the first level, of how to find the secret loot, of how to do the puzzle. I don't mean that. I mean, in terms of like understanding the game, what does this mean? What does this status effect do? How does this work? How much mana does this skill cost? Does this weapon art cost? What's the power rating of it? I want my game to give me all of the information within the game itself. I want that to be comprehensive, yeah? Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Boink. Boink. Go on. Go on. Try it. You won't. Begging for a... Never mind. Turn and burn. I got cocky. I got cocky, brother. Oh! Oh, the turns! The turns and the burns. Why I'm not using a potion because I don't have any. He just healed himself and then punished. This guy's crazy. He's on fire now, though. Yo, I normally have these guys numbered. Do you know what I mean? I've normally got it down, bro. But this dude is cooking me. There's no way that wasn't a backstab. Is he healed again? He went for the turn and burn. But no, ain't no way. Where was my backstab? I am livid about this. Robbed of my first life. I should have just gone into angel mode, shouldn't I, really? Come on, mate. Come on, broski. You know it, I know it. Let's not play coy. Yeah, robbed of my first life. How rude. How dare. Oh. Give me the gold. And what's this? New pants. No thanks. I'm good. Bloody archer. I do want to take out that archer first, but I mean, if the archer doesn't come over, I can just fight this guy. One on one. I don't mind. Can I just keep... I was going to say, can I keep doing that? I can, provided he doesn't do an attack that's quicker. That's cool. Let's see if the bleed, like, pops. Okay, it did. That was cool. I saw 2 pops there. That was pretty neat, man. That was pretty neat, brother. What? I didn't kill the archer. Why is the archer dead? What happened to him? I guess he just peaced out. Bro had enough. He was like, yo, Sudoku, baby. What? Why?
Tread carefully.
What do you mean?
The source of the infestation draws near.
So we've got one little section left to do. If you after 3 hits on a single target within 3 seconds, you gain rage. Okay, I'll take that. Not too sure what rage does. Maybe increases attack power. Maybe decreases damage. Increases damage mitigation. I'm not too sure. Again, not too much insight into what these things are doing. Oh, what's that? Blow combat weapon arts grants rage. I'm not too bothered about that. I would rather take this helmet back, which has got 2 crushing damage on it. Ooh, and that boon is useful. If you kill 3 or more enemies while in Angel Ascension, you recover a health flask when you exit angel mode. That's pretty cool. I don't think that's like on the helmet. The crushing damage is on the helmet. That boon, I think, is just... We've just found it like that during the run. Okie dokie. I kind of want to do my constant strat on him. Oh, no. That hurt. Constant heavy attacks. Strat. Oh, even if he gets interrupted with that, he still follows through? That's kind of shitty. Not gonna lie, bro. And again. Lol. Got him. Boink. I saw my rage activate there as well, which is cool. Love that. Pants. Throwing knife. Of which I can pick up more currently, right now, for some reason. That's cool. Okay, what's in the box, son? What is in the box, brother? I don't want that. Do I want that? I don't want that. Make our way through. We don't have much to go. That much I know. Oh, have I gone backwards? I have. We don't have much to go. That much I know. And it'll be boss o'clock very soon. Indeed, don't do it. When you hit a target with a weapon out, they suffer burning, crushing damage. Okay. When you damage an enemy with a weapon out, they have a 75% chance. So Pyromancer and Scorching Technique are two different things. I'll take this for the better defenses for now, I guess. I suppose. Might want to pop a healing flask. Oh, great. It's friggin' refuses to be ass-stabbed Andy over here. Yo. That's pretty cool. Your fire effects gain plus 25 power. Executing enemy marks all enemies within 7 meters. Ooh. Interesting, brother. Bro launched it in the direction that I was... The anti-turn and burn is real. I'm going to pop a potion. That is not worth... How? Okay, I'm only going to assume I've got the backstab like when I'm really, really safe with it, you know? There is no way. There is no way. They must be kidding. They must be having a laugh. A cheeky giggle. At my expense. Might I add. Oh, I didn't get the execution there. I just got a butt stab to death on him. Impaling throw for the boss fight could be good, but then, you know, rip that Crusader's Might, which is cool. Okay, I'll take that one instead of the slashing damage one. Because it's got a boon on it. Remember, everything that I'm taking back is going to get purified. So I can take it as a starting piece of gear with its base stats. It'll be a common rarity, regardless of what I pick it up at. It'll be common rarity, and it will have whatever is on the gear for its base version. So for these gloves... What the fuck? Huh? So these gloves come with 3 mana. this guy. What the fuck, bro? Okay, so I get one more gate, and I've leveled up again. I do get one more gate, which is another boon, and a full heal, which is nice. Hit an enemy with a heavy attack, they suffer 350 frost. Yeah, okay. Your fire effects gain plus 25 power. Parrying enemy applies 100,000 frost. Not really too fussed on any of those, honestly. But that red fog gate is the boss room. Very ominous and spooky and horrible. And we've got like a little side room here, which will have some stuff that we can take before we head on out. Yeah, okay, just a lore scroll, nothing else. All right, let's go give this sucker a crack, eh? Bada bing, bada boom! Glowing eyes with a streaking red aura. Never a positive sign, I wouldn't say. Got quite a, like, swagger to him, doesn't he? It's a bit of a catwalk. Holy! Okay, fight started, let's go. God damn. Brother's going for it. I kind of want to set him on fire and see if it does anything. But I think I only... Oh, my weapon arts set fire now as well, don't they? I do have that Phoenix Flare move, which will, like, 100% set him on fire. Like that. Set me on fire, too. Now, is this HP bar going down at all? It's not. Like, see what I mean? Okay, that was bad. That was bad news. Pandas. Okay. No more farting around then. Ah, I stepped in the poison again because of the camera. Thanks, game. Brother, your camera is ruinous. Not going to lie, bro. I stepped in the poison again. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad. I'm happy I did, actually. When did that flip me around? Yeah, he's going for it. He did get frosted. A little bit frosty. I need to lose that poison before I take another... risk taking another stack. Do you know what I mean? It's already on 3 stacks, man. Great. Great. Good. Just got rid of it. Brilliant. You know what would have been nice for this fight? A weapon art with like a sword throw. There's like a bleed one. There's the regular one I had before. There's a bleed one as well, which is pretty nice. Not that I think bleed is really doing anything to the bosses. I don't think. But it would have worked nicely with the burning as well, but I don't think burning's particularly doing much either. I could also go into angel mode and just like go ham. What do you think? Thoughts? Okay, he's actively doing something. I got... What the hell was that? I don't think I've ever seen that attack before. I did try and use the potion, but because it takes 5 hours to finish the animation, I didn't quite finish swigging it in time. Which is a shame, you know. That is a bit of a shame. Would have been nice, but hey-ho. It's my fault. My fault for not planning the journey ahead. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he did have that attack. I just hadn't really particularly seen it before. I don't know. I do have plenty of juice to go back into angel mode. I frosted him, apparently. But even if you've got, like, enough bars to... like, just keep going and keep going, it only lasts a certain amount, and then it'll, like, turn it off. And then you have to activate it again, I guess. But GG's. Angel moded to death, son. Woo! Vanquished. Let's go. That is a GG. District complete. That's the first ward. Over there. Mission 1, the Forsaken Streets. It gives us our breakdown of the mission. How much experience we got. All that sort of jazz. It will show us our level ups over here. Top right, it's showing us what difficulty we are playing on. Standard. So first try on that mission was a success. Brought us all the way up to level 4, which has increased the amount of boons that we can get. It's increased our maximum health twice to plus 20. Maximum mana and maximum lives as well. Which is nice. Very nice. It will spawn us back into Sanctus Clypeus. And it will tell us everything all in one go. It'll tell us all of our unlocks over here, including some of the NPCs. Blacksmith for... Apparently Blacksmith unlocked twice. Blacksmith for weapon upgrades, armor upgrades. Buying weapon and armor to immediately take and also immediately purify if you don't have it. It's a little bit confusing, that. I'll show you. And everything else that we're getting over here as well. We also unlocked hard mode. I'm not going to do. And we unlocked our first enemy variant. So we will see enemies with burning weapons now. That will just deal burning to us. And they might give us extra experience, extra souls, extra experience, maybe. Better drops, I'm not sure. But they will just be around and about like all the time now. This is everything that we purified, yeah? And stuff that we unlocked. So we unlocked this set, right? But we purified all of this stuff over here, including the 2 pieces that we held in reserve. We should have now... Oh, no, we still don't have any more. Forget which levels you unlock the slots at. It's pretty quickly. Honestly, it's pretty quick. I've not been playing this game long, and I've got all 6 reserve slots unlocked. But all of this stuff here is now purified. When we start a new run from fresh, we can select any of that gear as our starting loadout gear. So those pieces that came with like additional damage on them, crushing damage, for example, or additional health, right? We can select those now, which is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Oh, that Reaper Poleaxe comes with Judgment of Winter. Okay, we got the Ring of Judgment of Winter as well, which is neat. Sanctus Pyro I've unlocked with Phoenix Flare on it. Very cool. Okay, so I've got a few different things over here. Now, all of your purified items are part of your permanent collection. At the start of runs, you can use the loadout to equip collection items. You can also, at the blacksmith, increase the base level of them. As a form of your permanent progression, you will start, instead of with uncommon, you'll start with common. Sorry, instead of common, you'll start with uncommon. Instead of uncommon, you'll start with rare. And you strengthen that way, yeah? You get your meta progression that way in one of those forms, as well as your level ups. I've returned from my excursion. Allow me to skip your dialogue, sir. And take these bounties. Take bounty quests from Gallant to earn bonus XP, gold, and rewards. You essentially take all of these. All of these, all of the time. There's no limit to how many you can hold. You just constantly take them and you constantly hand them in. Like that's how that works. That's what you do there. Let's talk to this lady over here. Well, he wants me to speak to the merchant and he wants me to speak to her as well. Hail Brute. Thank you. These might interest you. Some books. Okay, she didn't have too much to say about it. Whatever. Rude. Let's... I guess he wants me to speak to the merchant. Let me speak to the merchant first, and then I'll go over to the blacksmith. Merchant is for, like, items and the trinkets, so the rings and the amulets as well, yeah? Gallant sent me. Hello. Hi, merchant. Good to meet you. You're a little bit chonky. Get the old walking pad out. You know what I'm saying, bruv? So, here, we can, with gold, we can... Let me just escape for a second. With gold, we can buy these permanent progression items. Here, I've only got access to 2. So, instead of that oil for the increased damage on my heavy attacks, I can take this Flaming Rebuke elixir. Deal 42 fire damage when the attacker when they're hit. And instead of my throwing knives, I can have an explosive bomb. A shell packed with black powder explodes with concussive force. That would cost gold to unlock those. I can also, with my souls, my temporary currency with my souls, I can also buy amulets or rings. Now, these would immediately come into my possession. Without, I would lose my amulet of Reaper's Respite, however you say it. I would lose that, and I just wouldn't. I have purified that, so I can select it as in my loadout when I start a run, but I'm not at the start of a run. I'm on mission 2. So if I were to buy this for souls, I would get it. Great, I would instantly purify it as well if I really want Seal of Flame. Would instantly purify it, but I would lose Amulet of Reaper's Respite. So that's something to keep in mind when you're spending your souls, either for weapons, armor, rings, amulets. Yeah? Something to very much so keep in mind. But also, there might be things that you do want to do it for, right? Because, like, you're not really fussed about that Ring of Judgment of Winter. Whatever. Okay, Sanguine Slice might be pretty cool to have. Let's buy that for souls.
Didn't ask questions.
Right, I now own that, and it is now purified as well. The little symbol on it's gone. Over there. Not over there, but over there it's gone. That is purified gear now. I can start a run.
Discreet, yeah? Discreet. Not like last time.
With that ring, should I please? Yeah. Let's go talk to Blacksmith. See what he's all about. See what he's all about. Eh?
No.
He's actually a vampire. But, like, one that they made good. I guess. Maybe.
No.
Yeah, cool. Do you need anything? Do you want anything? No. Do you love life? No. Okay, whatever. So same deal here. If I'm buying any equipment for souls, this will immediately be swapped out. I will lose what I have. Do not want to get rid of that Crusader's Might. I will lose what I have on this run. There's no inventory as you might think of it. There's no inventory as you might think of it from like that sort of classic perspective. There isn't. There's what you have equipped. There's your reserved space during the run, which is very limited, very restricted, very limited. And there's your purified items consistently adding to your collection. Yeah. This idea that you might have of like inventory isn't really a thing here. It's not really a thing. Now what I could do is buy these. So I've got some slashing damage on it. And it would purify it and add it to my collection. So I'm going to do that. Because the other gauntlets that I had weren't really anything to write home about anyway. I won't do... This has got momentum charge on it, so I won't do it with this one. Or if I'm not really bothered about momentum charge, I could. Shield there, not really fussed on that either. And you can also... So this is where you can upgrade your gear that's in your collection. Spend gold to upgrade the base quality of an item in your collection, giving it increased power and capability permanently when you select it in your loadout for the start of a run. Yeah? Upgrade equipment is just everything you've got equipped. Upgrade armory is all of your collection, including the stuff that you currently have equipped. That's the only difference between that. They are both upgrades to your purified gear, to your collection. So if you, in particular, if you like certain things that you currently have equipped and you want to make sure that you have better versions of them when you're beginning the run next time, like this amulet, I'm going to spend some gold to upgrade that, 20 gold to upgrade that up to an uncommon. It'll always be uncommon now when I start a run. Weapons are very good to upgrade, your main weapon. Over here. It's very good to upgrade. Armor can be like super good to upgrade as well. You get a lot of damage mitigation for it, and they're quite cheap to upgrade. So let's do my main hand weapon over here, which I'm not really that fussed on. It's got Phoenix Flare on it. I'm not really that bothered on that weapon, honestly, but it's whatever. Let's do our armor pieces here. over here. All of them. Let's do all of these armor pieces. Why not? Go on. Whatever. Let's do that. Maybe even the shield. Maybe even this ring. Why not, brother? Why not? Not all the time, but sometimes the boon upgrades slightly as well. You'll notice Reaper's Respite here when you turn it from uncommon to rare, which I can't do currently. Will recover 20 health when you kill an enemy, not 15. Some of the boons can provide slight upgrades, slight improvements. Yeah? So that's everything, effectively, that's everything that you can do here in the hub area in Sanctus Clypeus. It's spending 1,000 souls to get another boon for your run from the librarian from Merida, I forget her name. We can talk to the merchant here, sort out our consumer. Yes, princess, I can hear you. I can hear you. You can hear constant meow squeaking in the background. That. I know you're there. I get it. There's the merchant. Rings, amulets, consumables. And then there's the blacksmith, weapons and armor. Yeah? And then any quests that they might have. Go find something on a certain mission, whatever. Find Lot's missing locket. Okay, brilliant. So I think that's a pretty solid place to leave it. That is Crimson Moon. As it currently stands, it releases September the 1st, just around the corner, just in a couple of days. It is feeling really, really good. I do believe they're probably going to like polish a few things up, as is typical that you get. They'll polish a few things up more than likely. This is just my take on things with like a day one patch and stuff like that. But it's feeling great. It's feeling really, really good. I'm super excited to try the co-op as well. I think that'll be an absolute blast. I think it'll be super fun. But just playing solo, going through as far as you can on your runs, trying to get through as many missions as you can, coming back, starting over. You're way stronger because your level's so much higher, and your purified starting gear is upgraded up to uncommon rarity or to rare rarity. It's super cool. I have been like hungry for a game like this. The last game that I really sank my teeth into was Mortal Shell 2, and I liked it, but it also pissed me off in a lot of ways. So it's going to be cool to dive into something else, something that has a different feel to it, a different style. The format itself, as a huge roguelike and roguelite fan, this format is something that is super cool to me. Third-person Souls-like action RPG roguelite is a very cool prospect. I think it's sort of been done a little bit here and there, but yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. Definitely one to keep an eye on if you're interested, and it's gonna be really cheap as well. It's gonna go for sale at $20. $20? I think $20. Gonna go for sale at $20, making the price point considerably cheaper than a lot of other stuff that is available as a brand new game. So let me know what you think. I think it's super cool. And as a side note to those of you who like watch the content on the channel over here, you will notice that this is a very different style, a very different format to the videos than I typically do, which is a very polished, off-camera, highly edited, scripted kind of approach to content pieces as a whole. Be it guides, mostly guides, tutorials, guides, builds, sometimes here and there reviews as well. But this is much more off the cuff, much more me. This is really me, just being silly. So whenever you see those like jokes in those videos and you think, did he write that? Did he do that just for that? Yes, but that is like the most me parts of the script. Those stupid little things. So this is something that I've wanted to do for a little bit, is to introduce this format, this style a little bit more. I feel like it's more personable. You get to see me, you get to hear me, you get to get a feel for how I am as a person. Yeah. And I think it could be quite a lot of fun to mix in with the other things that I already do. And hopefully it's something that you guys enjoy. But either way, let me know what you think of Crimson Moon. Let me know what you think of the video format if you want to. Unless you've got something negative to say, in which case don't tell me. because that will ruin my day. Yeah? But otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.